Tennis Championship Saturday across the state of Kansas as we get our second game underway here in just a little bit. Hanover girls and Axtell girls squaring off for the right to go to the state tournament, out in Great Bend. You're just joining us. Axtell boys were victorious over Hanover. Have that sheet here for me. Got too many papers going on. 61-55 as the Axtell boys make their second straight trip out to a state tournament appearance. Had a few scores I wanted to pass along for you, courtesy of our friend Jeff Wirtz over at the TVL Sports Spotlight. Of course, Axtell already punched their ticket with a win over at Rock Hills. The Clifton Clyde boys punched their ticket to a 1A Division I tournament run out at Colby with a 61-43 victory over Frankfort. Of course, Frankfort entered that tournament 10-10. They knocked off top seeded Osborne, who was 19-1 on the season, but the Eagles are victorious in the Clifton Clyde matchup, or in TVL matchup, 61-43. Elsewhere, Centralia loses a heartbreaker to Bishop Seabury, 52-51, and Valley Heights girls move on to the 2A state tournament out in Dodge City. They were victorious over Wabaunsee, 51-45. That is head coach Jordan Broxman's seventh trip to a state tournament in 9 years for the Mustangs. More action coming up, of course, this evening as we get ready for girls' games up next. Of course, in our contest, top-seeded Hanover, 3-seeded Axtell meet for the second time this year. Elsewhere, Centralia and Burlingame match up in the Donovan West Substate there for girls. Again, a Frankfort-Clifton Clyde matchup at the Rock Hills Substate out there. Get about 10 minutes here before tip-off. We're going to take a timeout. We'll take a look at how both these two teams have fared this season, as well as get you ready for girls' matchup. Take a look at how both of them played, too, as well, as they both played last night. Victorious getting their first and second wins of the tournament. We're going to take a timeout. Word from our sponsors. Of course, thank you making this broadcast possible to Blue Valley Technology, Citizens State Bank, Settle Creek Outdoors, Kramer Oil, Midwest Products, Landall Company, Bruna Implement, Hanover Electric, the Hanover Hospital, Stack Brothers Petroleum, B&W Electric of Hanover, Main Street Market, Blue Valley Insurance Agencies, the Hanover Branch, Andy's Hardware and Lumber, Ricky's Cafe of Hanover, Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, Hanover Housing, Goods in Hanover, Little Joe's Service, Eagle HVAC and Plumbing of Axtell, Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics Studio, Moonlight Restoration, Hometown Lumber and Axtell Lumber, Little Joe's Service, B&D Buildings, Axtell Trust, State Bank of Axtell, Axtell Car Wash, and the Western National Bank of Summerfield. Girls action for you here next as we get ready to crown a champion in Class 1A Division II girls after the Axtell boys claimed theirs just moments ago, 61-55 over Hanover.
Just like our area athletes work each day in practice to perform at their best in the big game, the staff at Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, work daily to provide the best parts and service experience when you need it most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. We know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one. Bruna Implement Company, since 1947.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a proud Wildcat booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it into the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
Max Pulaski back with you here from Blue Valley as we get ready for girls action up next between Hanover and Axtell. This will be the second time these two teams meet this year, just like they did in the boys contest back on February 19th there at Axtell. Hanover was victorious 47-25. They held Axtell to single digits in every quarter. It was actually 6-3 at the end of the first quarter. Of course, that, though, was the first game that big senior for Hanover, Caitlin Clipp, did not play, so a little adjustment. She was, of course, back this evening, had a big game last night, and we'll get into that here in just a little bit. But, of course, Axtell, Hanover has the upper hand on the Wildcats, on the Eagles, too, as well, historically, as Hanover leads the season series. Axtell, though, a good season under second-year head coach Brad Brocksterman. They were 7-15 last year, 10-13, their first 10-win season since 2018. Their offense has increased. More importantly, their defense allowing almost 10 points per game less than they did last year. It's very important. But it will be a tough test, though, as, of course, they are going up against the Hanover girls. They are 18-4 this year. They were good enough for 9-2 in league play. That finished them second behind Centralia. Of course, coming off an amazing year last year, we're just going to go and call it perfect because it was 25-0 with a 1A Division II state championship tournament and regular season champs for the Hanover girls, but it's been well documented. Of course, lost 4 big seniors, but by this time in the year, your freshmen, they're good enough as sophomores. Your sophomores, they're juniors by about this point. Hanover has been on a roll, too, as well. They have won their last 9 games, including the win last evening versus Lynn, and that one the Wildcats held on for the big victory. Let me get a score here real quick on that one for you as I get the papers worked around. A 54-30, 24 victory, 30-point win for the Hanover girls. They were led by the before-mentioned Caitlin Clipp with 12 points. Actually, Anna Juneman led the way with 14, but it was a balanced attack as 9 Wildcats scored in that contest. As for Axtell, they come off a win versus Pike Valley, 61-27. Sophomore Natalie Strongman had a coming-out party with 20 points. She had all of those in the first 3 quarters. 12 points for Audrey Costel, 2 as well as 7. All 7, main players for Axtell scored in that win. Of course, Eagles did get a win over Southern Cloud. First round of sub-state back on the 23rd, 59-15. Hanover was your 1 seed. They got that first round bye. We're going to take one more time out. We got about 4 minutes till tip-off between Hanover and Axtell. Up for you next here on KNDY.
Ricky's Cafe in Hanover ain't just good, it's home. From their daily specials to a full menu, choose your favorite served fresh, hot, and fast. Your family when you stop at Ricky's Cafe, and you're welcome anytime. Enjoy the delicious menu choices, and of course, when you're hosting an event, bring Ricky's Catering along. With a variety of options available, always at affordable prices. Call for your next engagement and count on Ricky's Cafe at Hanover.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a money rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
Access denied.
We've all been there. When you can't connect the thingy to the whatchamacallit, and the whatchamacallit can't find the Wi-Fi network. Well, Blue Valley Technologies has a solution that can help you with all your connected devices. Tech Home with unlimited multi-device support to help you get your home connected and even tune up your computer. Find more details at bluevalley.net/techhome.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. Delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
For affordable housing, contact the Hanover Housing Authority in Hanover, Kansas. Proudly serving the Hanover community, Hanover Housing Authority offers 1- and 2-bedroom apartments for rent. The apartments are part of a property with a laundry facility, office, commons area, and maintenance shop. The apartments are clean, safe, and affordable and are located close to schools, businesses, and churches in the Hanover community. Hanover Housing Authority does not discriminate tenants. For more information, contact 785-337-2692.
Max Blasky here with you for the nightcap. Top-seeded Hanover girls, 3-seeded Axtell girls about ready to tip off before us. These two teams did meet up last year in the sub-state semifinals. It was all Hanover, as to be expected. Final score 58-5, as Axtell only managed 2 buckets in that entire time. Avery Bussing with 1 and Chloe Strothman with the other, but this is a completely different Axtell team than we were talking about last year. First 10-win season since 2018. This team has outscored their first 2 opponents in this sub-state 120-42 in 2 dominating efforts. Of course, Hanover dominated Lynn last night to the tune of a 30-point victory, but we're getting 2 teams here that are playing exceptionally well. Good basketball, too, as well as when you're talking about Hanover, of course, trying to make it back for another state tournament appearance. That would be state tournament appearance number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for head coach, or would be 7 for head coach Chris Beichman in his 8th year here at Hanover. Boys action earlier, if you're just tuning us, Axtell came away victorious 61-55 after we nodded up at 27 at halftime. Elsewhere around the state, Clifton Clyde is your 1A Division I champion out at Rock Hills in the boys action. And then Bishop Seabury defeats Centralia in the Donovan West 1A Division I championship out east. It's girls action here right now, and we won't make a minute longer. We're going to go ahead and get you started here with starters this evening. We're going to start with the 3-seeded Axtell girls. Talked about it, 10-13 on the year. They were 3-8 in league play. Those 3 league wins came against Lynn, Blue Valley, and Onega. Axtell girls will go same starting lineup as last night. Natalie Strothman, number 2, will start us off, the 5'9" sophomore who had 20 points last night all through the first 3 quarters. She'll look to continue it going tonight. Audrey Costle, the 5'9" junior, who got the start last evening and pitched in with 12 points, will try and keep it rolling. Number 11 is Emma Hazenkamp, will be your point guard, the 5'7" senior. Number 22, Kaylee Sandman, the 5'9" senior. And finally rounded it out with Chloe Strothman, the 6-foot senior, number 24 down low. This is an Axtell team that can run an offense, but talking to head coach Brad Broxton all year, it has been the inability to break pressure, and that might cause trouble for this Axtell team, as Hanover has well documented one of the best teams in the state of Kansas at creating havoc with their 2 guards out top. And speaking of those 2 guards, starting lineups now for the Hanover girls. Your top seed here in the Blue Valley sub-state, 18-4 on the season, 9-2, finished second in league under 8th year head coach Chris Beichman, looking for his 7th trip in 8 years to a state tournament run. Girls will be the same as they have been the last couple weeks. Number 1, Tessa Losi, the senior, and number 10, Anna Juneman, the junior, will be the 2 names we call a lot out there causing that defensive pressure. Cadence Shoddy Number 12, the senior, rounds out the top three guards for these Wildcats. She took over the starting job a couple weeks ago and didn't let it loose. Down low, it will be number 5, Drew Bruna, and number 30, Caitlin Cliff, two forces down low that work very well together. When Hanover is clicking at their best, they are feeding Clip inside and getting those shots on inside out. When Axtell is running at their best, they are taking care of the ball, and they are getting on the offensive rebound. Saw that last night versus Lynn. This might be one of the only teams that I have seen probably go up against the likes of Centralia when it comes to offensive rebounding. It is this Axtell team, as they have been tough all season to defend. Hanover, of course, comes in averaging 53 points per game. Axtell only at 34, but the Eagles have averaged 60 points in their last two sub-state wins. Hanover allowing 40 points per game, right at the average with the Axtell girls. Hanover will be your 1 seed, home team in the home whites, red numbers on the back, red Wildcats and numbers on the chest. Meanwhile, Axtell will be in their road blues with the red shoulders, white Eagles, and numbers across the chest and back. In the jump circle, it will be Sandman and it will be Bruna to tip off here. Nightcap on KNDY. First tip of the night will go to Bruna, and the Wildcats will start off with this ball. And we're going to restart on a bad jump, I believe that was. Kind of a little laughing here. No one really laughing on the bench. We'll get it again. It's actually Natalie Strothman and Bruna. This one goes to, I believe it should be Hanover, and it will be. Now, diving for that loose ball, Chloe Strothman on the near sideline will send it back over to the Wildcats. Hanover looks like Axtell looks like they're going to try and match up zone or man-to-man here early on, as we have some clock malfunctions already. Now we got it reset, back and rolling. Second game, we thought we would have worked out the kinks, but here we are finally going with this 1A Division II Girls Sub-State Championship. Max Blasky along with you here tonight, KNDY 95.5. Of course, go ahead and download that free KNDY FM mobile app too as well. Judeman past Hazenkamp, up and down for two, and Axtell cannot allow Hanover to do that. Emma Hazenkamp went for the steal. Axtell has been very aggressive the last couple nights defensively, so not surprised to see that right out of the bat. But going for a steal against Anna Juneman, that's a tough nut to crack. Inside first shot by Strothman. Misses that one hard off the rim. No good. Defensive board comes down to Hanover. Early first quarter action as we get going here from Blue Valley. Axtell boys already punched their ticket to the state championship. Axtell girls looking to do the same, but Hanover trying to play spoiler for that, looking to get back to their second straight state tournament appearance. Turnover inside as Juneman tried to feed the freshman Bruna, just goes off her hands. First turnover for either squad. 2-3 zone, of course, for Hanover here. 3-ball upright. Corner is bottom for Kaylee Sandman. The senior knocks it down. It's 3-2 early first quarter action. Good Axtell crowd on the other side. Of course, same schools we just had moments ago. Axtell boys a little bit more in tune to it. Now they got the win. They can get out there and cheer on their girls. Still got some time to get down here, though. If you're trying to get here for the game, just getting started in the first quarter. Clip's going to try and force that one up. Good blocks out by Natalie Strothman. Back-to-back empty possessions, top of the line. Strothman gets away with a travel. Free throw line shot up hard, no good. Bruna pulls down the board. Natalie Strothman, who had 20 points in the game last night versus Lynn, 0 for 2 here early on. Juneman, of course, will look to push the pace. She does, leads to a low C3. That's off, no good. Defensive board pulled down. Audrey Costal. Losey, the shooter, outside. Juneman, the defensive presence, and the Hound. Those two up top really cause havoc of this 2-3 zone for Hanover and have all season, as Strothman just kind of throws that one up from the hip against Caitlin Cliff. They went right into that soft spot in the zone right at the free throw line. Strothman just attacked the right hip of Cliff, of course, dealing with a little bit of a left knee injury, re-aggravated that meniscus down there the other night versus Troy, but down good to go here this evening. Cliff looking to attack Strothman left side. Little miscommunication as Juneman gets to that left hand. Little runner up, no good. Defensive board being fought for, taken away by Axtell. Second time now, Juneman has been able to get to that left hand and just toss it up off the glass. Good on the first one, not here on the second one. Strothman fires that one away as Strothman 4 shots already. I know she had a hot night the other night, but head coach Brad Broxman, take a breath, young lady. Right elbow, Caitlin Clip will set this one up. Losey fires a 3. That one's hard off the rim, no good. As Hanover get out by a bucket, it's going to be taken away by Juneman, though, on the steal, and one for Anna Juneman. Right place, right time there for the junior, as trying to save it out of bounds was Audrey Kostel. Just kind of throws that back. Don't want to do that underneath the opponent's basket, and then right back up into the hands of Juneman. Substitution here, first for Hanover. It will be Gracie Bruna, number 3, the freshman, getting in. Starter for the first part of this season, lost it midway through the year, but an excellent burst of energy that head coach Chris Beitman brings off the bench. She had 2 points the other night on some free throws, but some big hustle plays. Free throw is made, and now almost another steal for. It will stay. No, it will go back to Hanover here, as on the jump ball goes back to the Wildcats. Early first quarter action here, halfway through the first period. 5-5 is our score. Hanover and Axtell in girls action now, fighting for a right to a state tournament. A lot of contact inside. Caitlin Cliff with the second one. We'll get that one to go down for the big senior down low, and that might be problems for this Axtell offense or defense. Talked about their ability to offensive rebound in the opening, but it's been their inability to defensive rebound here early on that has really forced the Eagles' hand defensively. Clip at the line for 2. Calmly knocks that one down. Caitlin Clip, 12 points the other night for the Wildcats. Gets that one to go down on the old-fashioned three-point play. Axtell breaks the pressure here. Layup up and down for Audrey Kostel. And a big grouping of Axtell crowds here lets them hear it. And if Axtell is able to do that, this team is dangerous offensively. Juneman gets past Hazenkamp, though, for the second straight time. And I think head coach Brad Broxman will be going to the bench. Yes, he will. It looks like Avery Bussing will come in for Hazenkamp. Tough start here for the senior in her last tournament or sub-state championship. Left side, Sandman fires up a 3, and that one's bottom. Back-to-back buckets now for Axtell. Second triple for Kaylee Sandman, and we're knotted up here at 10. Talked about the ability of this Axtell offense to get going here. They outscored Southern Cloud and Pike Valley. Of course, not 2 top-tier teams, but good enough teams. 120-42 the last night. Bruna has trouble with it inside, gets it off the Clip. Clip's just going to force her way for another and one. Caitlin Clip, too much muscle down low here early on for Axtell. Now, foul will go on Natalie Strothman, so a big foul here for Axtell as both fouls early have went on the sophomore. Avery Bussing, the 5'6 sophomore, will check into the contest. First one off the bench for the Eagles. We're going to leave Strothman out there. Clip at the line already with 1 3-point play to her name, looking for a second. Free throw is up. That one's off. No good. First missed free throw by either team so far here tonight. Kaylee Sandman with 2 triples to her name brings it across the timeline as Axtell works left to right here as we see it in Blue Valley. Top side, Chloe Strothman, 6'1", high-low. Sandman just kind of throws that one up wildly. Offensive rebound pulled down, though. Audrey Kostel. Kostel back out to Strothman. 3 miss, no. Sandman inside, up through the contact, not that one. Fourth opportunity will finally be fouled. Axtell, there it is, continuing to fight on the glass. Is going to end in 2 free throws coming up here for Kaylee Sandman. And if you want to stay competitive with this Hanover team, the offensive glass is where you need to try and make your mark. Foul will go on Drew Bruna, so the freshman picks up her first personal. Kaylee calmly knocks down first free throw. Now we're going to see first sub off the bench, or second one, for head coach Chris Beitman is Hannah Zarbanicki, the junior, coming in. Her, and I'm sure we'll see Trendy Schlabach here a little bit. Been playing big minutes here for Beitman lately. Second free throw is a miss by Sandman. Hanover still leading by 1 here, though, 12-11. Cross-court passes. Gracie Bruna handles that one. Now left high post into Zarbanicki. Zarbanicki tries to go high-low with Bruna, and a turnover Hanover. That Axtell student section is in the far left corner, right on the same side that Hanover's trying to run offense, and they are letting these girls hear about it every time there's a mistake made. 1-2-1 pressure here by Hanover, and head coach Brad Brockman wants to take a timeout. We'll take a 30 here with them. Hanover leading 12-11.
Hey, farmers and ranchers, ready for planting season? Need a fuel buddy who's got your back? Kramer Oil is here for you. From Marysville to Jamestown, Longford, and everywhere in between, our 13 cardlock locations keep you running smooth from sunup to sundown. Say goodbye to running on empty during planting. With Kramer Oil, you get reliable fuel services that fit just right with your farm's needs. Kramer Oil, powering your farm's success. Your go-to for fuel in Kansas and Nebraska.
More than halfway through this first period, 12-11 is our score. Hanover has led Axtell, staying tight with his Eagles team that handled them a couple weeks ago, 47-25. That saw Axtell score only 9 points in the second quarter. That was their highest point total of the game. Bussing gets it across half court into Leah Leibarger. Now off the bench, the senior for Axtell. Leibarger cross-court pass into the hands of Sandman. Sandman tries to go baseline. No foul called, and it will stay now with Axtell. Eagles letting it fly here early on. Unofficially, let me see here, 10, 11 shots from the floor. Meanwhile, Hanover's fired up. 12 of them, too, as well, as back and forth we go. Top side looking for Strothman. Gets it to her now, stolen by Juneman. Turnover Axtell leads to an Anna Juneman run out, and she just mishandles that one. Don't see that very often from the junior. Head coach Chris Beitman kind of gives us a shy smile, says you'll get the next one out of it, but good defensive prowess there to force the turnover. That's not the first time we're going to be saying turnover forced by Juneman in this one. Hanover shifts now into, they'll stay in their 2-3 zone. They're going to walk Losey up as there's three guards out there for Hanover. Losey nearly steals it away. Now Bruna does. Back-to-back turnovers for Hanover leads to a Gracie Bruna run out, up and down for two, but it'll be blocked out of bounds by Chloe Strothman. Good job by the senior to get back in the play defensively and force that missed shot, but a turnover does not have head coach Brad Brockman too terribly happy. Left corner, Bruna, back to Losey, the inbounder. Three ball, Tessa Losey. 1 for 3 from behind the arc now for the senior as that triple puts the Wildcats up by 4. Near cross-court skip pass into the hands of Kaylee Sandman. She goes right into that corner. They're going to trap her. Juneman, and a timeout will be called as Brad Brockman halfway onto the court will get the timeout called. We'll take a break. A word from our sponsors. We're back after this.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
15-11 is our first quarter score here. Axtell holding tight with a state-ranked Hanover girls team. Of course, Hanover ended this season on a 8-game winning streak, good enough to rank number 4 in Class 1A Division II. It was a loaded girls TVL as it has been all year. Of course, going on right now over in the Rock Hill Sub-State. Frankfort and Clifton Clyde battling for it out there. They were ranked 5 and 8 respectively in state. Meanwhile, Centralia girls looking to get back to state 2 as well for the second time in 3 years. They finished the season ranked number 4 in Class 1A Division I. It's been a great year for TVL basketball. Next year will be just as good. Hazenkamp gets the inbounds, top side to Strothman. Strothman just kind of throws up a wild shot. Shot attempt number 6 already for Natalie. On the reversal, Juneman to Bruna, back to Juneman as Anna lays it up. Already 8 points here, 9 points for the junior. Strothman breaks this pressure, gets it off to Costal. Now the Eagles looking for something offensively. Hazenkamp fires up a 3, halfway down and out, no good. Will lead to a Hanover run out though. Gracie taking it down the right side of the lane, coming from behind and poking it away. I believe it's Chloe Strothman again. Second straight possession now by Strothman, able to get back into play defensively after the bad shot for Hanover. Eagles team confident offensively here the last couple weeks. Talking to head coach Brad Brockman and his squad, they just need to be mentally in this game in order to have a chance. Losey's going to fire a three, though, and cannon! Pestalozzi back-to-back triples, and not what you want if you are head coach Brad Brockman and his Eagles team. Defense sucked in too far and just let Losey fire away from three. Hazencamp across the timeline, then throws it to Costa, who turns it over. Fourth turnover as this pressure is starting to get to Axtell here in this first quarter. 9-point advantage for the Wildcats, leading here with 44 seconds left to go before break. Across the timeline, Juneman will get it set up for the Wildcats, and now a turnover as Gracie Bruna has trouble with it on the far side. Fourth turnover for Hanover in this one. Axtell trailing by 9, opportunity to cut into this lead now. They break the pressure, throws it to absolutely no one. Does Audrey Costal has back-to-back possessions now. This defense for Hanover has just sped up Axtell into a unfamiliar situation. Has been a problem with the Eagles the last couple of years. You tend to pressure them. They tend to get out of rhythm, and so far here tonight they're doing it. Flip right block. We're not going to get a foul call, and Strothman has to be careful with those two. Same fade play. Losey, three, corner, no. Defensive board pulled down Strothman. Same exact play call there for Hanover. Losey just didn't get it to go. Strothman across the timeline with 8 in no hurry. Hazencamp left side. Natalie will let this one fire. That one's hard off the rim. No good. Costal rebound. 3 ball at the buzzer, but a travel turnover Axtell. No shot in the last second. With 1 second left, that will send us into quarter break, barring something amazing here. Juneman just trying to look to get it in, close to a 5. Steal taken away by Costal and just doesn't get the ball up as she went for the layup. Turnover, though, Hanover ends this quarter, but the Lady Wildcats still in charge, 20-11.
For a Goog time, head to Hanover. Goog's Bar and Grill is the happening place for food, drinks, and fun. Open 4 p.m. until midnight, Monday through Saturday, and the grill is always open late. Check out Mexican nights on Thursday with the best pizza anywhere all the time. Order by the half combo or full size with carryouts available too. Find Googs on Facebook and check out their daily specials as well as special events. Grab your friends, grab your family, or make some new friends. Where everybody knows your name, it's Googs in Hanover.
D&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-framed buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. D&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. D&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. D&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
A sloppy first quarter for both teams there as Hanover leads 20-11. It was the shooting for the Wildcats as they went 6 for 8 from the floor in that first quarter. Axtell was 2 for 10, most notably Natalie Strothman, who had 20 points the other night. She is 1 for 5 from the floor. Turnover nearly forced by Hanover, but a jump ball will be called. Good enough for a turnover as it goes back to the Wildcats. That's turnover number 7 now on the game for Axtell. Hanover uncharacteristically turned it over 5 times in that first half, too, as well. We're going to have a turnover back Hanover the other side as Gracie Bruna, who ran baseline, never got herself back into, the field of play before catching that ball in the quarter. So back-to-back turnovers now for both teams. Hanover still in their full-court press. Strothman breaks it. Cross-court skip pass into the hands of Avery Busting. Now around the horn, Hazencamp top side. Hostel just turns around, fires that one hard off the backboard. Axtell getting shots from the high post, but they're not really shooting the ball. They're just kind of throwing it up there and looking for the offensive rebound, which they've done extremely well the last 2 games. Turnover here, Hanover, as Caden Shoddy just throws it right into the hands of Natalie Strothman. Strothman will run point now for the Eagles, and another turnover. Juneman steals this one away. Gets to that left block. Up no good on that one, but right back with the offensive rebound is Anna Juneman. 11 points now for the junior, all from within inside the arc, and that's how she likes to play. Interesting looking at this stat sheet. Juneman shot 5 shots inside the arc in that one. Hanover shot 5 threes, 2 in that first quarter. But guess who shot them all? Tessalosi, 2 for 5. Good ball movement here, but Strothman can't finish. Gets the easiest shot she'll get all night. Misses it from 3 foot away. Hanover controls defensively now, leading by 11. Juneman left side, gets to that left block again. Lefty up, halfway down and out, no good. Rebound Sandman. It's the 3-headed monster here for Hanover this year, and Tessalosi, Anna Juneman, and Caitlin Clipp. 3-ball fired away by Strothman, misses that one, as Axtell now 0 for 3 in this quarter shooting. Head coach Chris Beichman wants the 30 to calm his team down. We'll take it with them. Bobcats leading 22-11.
With gear for any outdoor enthusiast needs, making a stop at Tuttle Creek Outdoors in Randolph is a must. High-quality products and knowledgeable staff, TCO has you covered for all your hunting, fishing, camping, and marine service needs. Offering 40% off MSRP on all Vortex optics for all military, law enforcement, and first responders. Also offering daily military discounts store-wide. Make your next outdoor adventure memorable by visiting Tuttle Creek Outdoors along Highway 77 in Randolph, Kansas, and keep doing what you love while they handle the rest.
So good. 6 minutes left to go here before halftime. I want to thank everyone here from the Blue Valley School District that made this sub-state a seamless transition, talking to the athletic director and a few teachers. It's been a few years since Blue Valley was able to host a sub-state, but glad to have it back here at home this year. And they've done an excellent job hosting, too, as well. If you happen to be catching us, too, as well on the Blue Valley TV, we appreciate you tuning in. Thank you to Farron Constable for making that happen this evening. Always adds to the excitement of the fun. Inside, Hannah Zarbanicki somehow gets that ball away. Don't know how it happened. Went through the legs of 3 Axtell defenders. Ends up in the hands of Zarbanicki. Back the other side, Strothman has it tipping away. Now she'll get inside against Zarbanicki. Left side, Sandman. Sandman will set it up. Now a turnover top side as Avery Bussing cannot keep those feet in line, and just self-destructing here in this late half of the second period is Axtell. That's turnover number 9 already for the Eagles. They were only trailing by 9 at the end of one quarter, but so far here in the first 3 minutes, they've been held scoreless on 0 for 3 shooting. Of course, the calling card for Hanover the last couple of years has been this defense, so no surprise here. Right in the clip, had a wide-open layup, but a foul will be called on Costal down low. Caitlin Clipp just got wide, put those elbows out, and as your guard, if you happen to see your post numbers, you throw it to her. Losi sure did. Drew the foul. First one now on Costal. Shot from the free throw line for Drew Bruna will be a miss. Freshman first shot here tonight. Misses that one hard off the rim. Near still taken away by Juneman. She hits the deck. Strothman stays with it, though. Gets it across the timeline. Inside to Costal, high block. Pump fakes, now fires up. Good for Audrey Costal. And a look.
KNDY.
Comes clear. I do make everything about me. Things you missed when you were tired finally reveal themselves.
My passport is in the pocket of the duffel bag I took to Mexico.
At Mattress Firm, we know the right mattress matters. We also know that price does too. So if you see a lower price somewhere else, we'll match it. Plus, you get free and fast delivery. Shop in-store or online at mattressfirm.com. The right mattress matters. We'll find yours. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
The Omaha Steaks semi-annual sale is here. Get 50% off site-wide and save on mouthwatering favorites today. Go to omahasteaks.com/sizzle and load up on all the delicious...
KNDY.
Well, apologies there. Had some technical difficulties happen last night, too, as well. Just kind of kicks us out of the program. Don't know why, but we're back and going here. Didn't miss much. Caden Shoddy, senior from Hanover, hit a 3 on a nice play call. Tessa Losi still on the bench. Looks like she got, like I said, popped in the mouth, going for a steal, bleeding on that bottom left lip. Don't look too terribly bad. But of course, her dad and longtime assistant now for Hanover, longtime head coach, too, as well. Kim Losi down there taking care of her. Defensive end Natalie Strothman picks up her third foul, and that's a big one for the Eagles. She had 20 points last night, only 2 so far this evening, sends Drew Bruna to the line for 2 free throws, where she calmly knocks down the first. Second one upcoming for the freshman, 2 for 2 there for her. And we're now 2 for 3 from the line in this one. 29-13 is our score. It was 20-11 at the end of one quarter, and it's just been all Hanover. They force another turnover. Juneman to Bruna, up, and a foul. Gracie Bruna doing a good job, the freshman here later half of the year, finding out her role where she can be effective, and it's learning from these upperclassmen. Free throw up for Bruna. That one's a miss, though. Foul will go on. Who did they put that one on there? That will go on Kaylee Sandman. So now 2 for Sandman, 3 for Strothman. Second free throw is no good as Bruna goes 0 for 2 from the line. Jump ball, no. A foul will be called, I think, on Hanover at half court as not a scrum broke out, but a dive for the ball. Personal foul will go against, I believe it's Avery Bussing. That's going to be her first, and good look here for the Wildcats as Tessalosi right back in for Anna Juneman. It's been all Wildcats here in this one, as it has been over the last couple of years with Axtell and Hanover meet up. Of course, Hanover was victorious earlier this year back on February 19th, 47-25. They defeated Axtell in the Sub-State Championship last year, 58-5. So far here in this one, it's 29-13 as this Axtell Eagles team much improved off of a season last year in which they won only 7 games. Inside, a foul will be called and 2 free throws upcoming now for Kaylee Sandman. The senior will go to the line where she is 1 for 2. Leading scorer for the Eagles so far here tonight had 7 points on 2 triples there in the first, but so far quiet. Personal foul goes on Caitlin Cliff. That will be her first personal, first one for Hanover in this quarter as Sandman misses that free throw. Second one upcoming here for the senior. One of 4 seniors on this Axtell squad. Got a lot of depth, though, and some younger players and a big freshman class coming into next year. Head coach Brad Brockstrom and his squad as this Axtell girls will look to improve moving into next winter. Right now, though, still an opportunity, trailing by 15, needing a stop. Inside, here's the stop. Chloe Strothman takes it away from Caitlin Cliff as she wanted to dribble it a little bit too much. Out top. Leading to a turnover. Strothman on the other end, up off the glass, no good. Cliff pulls down the board. And a foul will be called. I think that's going to go on Axtell. It will be on Chloe Strothman. So just like in the boys' game, after missing a shot, she is too aggressive going for the offensive rebound. And that's team foul number 4 for Axtell here. So Hanover, a good shooting team from the free throw line this year, will shoot free throws for the final 3:30. At the line will be Caitlin Clipp. Senior back into the starting lineup here the other evening. Misses the free throw there. Substitution, Anna Juneman in. Hayden Shoddy out. Avery Bussing takes a seat on the bench. Malia Stahlbaumer, the 5'7 junior who just got in it. Daughter of one of my former teachers, Jessica Stahlbaumer, takes a seat on the bench. Second free throw up for Clip. That one's bottoms for the senior. 1 for 2 from the line. As Trinity Schlebach, first action now for the sophomore, will check in for Drew Bruna. Schlebach, Clip, Losi, Juneman, and Gracie Bruna out there for the Wildcats. It is Strothman, Sandman, Hazenkamp, Hostel, and now Callie McClellan, there, 5'9", sophomore. First action with the 3 fouls for Natalie Strothman for Axtell. Triggerman is Sandman, gets it in to McClellan, then McClellan turns it over. Turnover number 11 for Axtell here in the first half. Juneman fires up a 3, no one in her face. That one's hard off the rim. Gracie Bruna, good offensive rebound. Losi a 3, that one's bottom. You can't get it the first time, try it again. Tessa Losi knocks down her third triple here this evening on the offensive rebound from Gracie Bruna. Now Juneman forces a turnover back the other way, up and down for 2. Anna Juneman Axtell needs a timeout. We'll take it with them. 35-14. This lead is ballooned for Hanover.
Not everyone's going to become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a traditional experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
The State Bank in Axtell is synonymous with quality and integrity in the banking business. Financing for your home, for your farm, or your small business. Contact the loan officers if you need money, or if you're putting money away for something special, or just saving for a rainy day. Visit with the professionals at the State Bank of Axtell. They're federally insured, member FDIC, the State Bank of Axtell.
35-14 is our score. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Reminder, coming up at half, we will take a peek at how other action around the state has wound out as the Valley Heights Lady Mustangs claimed the trip to state. Earlier this evening, Axtell boys got themselves there too as well, and congratulations to the Clifton Clyde boys. Up top, McClellan almost steals it away or loses it to Juniman, but will gain this possession for the Eagles. Axtell has only made one shot here in the second quarter after making 4 in the first. 2 of those 4, though, were 3 balls from Kaylee Sandman, has really kept Axtell in this one. So far, though, only 3 points in this quarter, and that was a problem last time these two teams met up as well. Kaylee Sandman misses that 3-foot shot on the pass from Emma Hazenkamp, and it goes back now towards Hanover. Hanover led 6-3 at the end of the first quarter last time these two teams met. They were up, what would that be here real quick, 18-9 at half, and held Axtell to only 13 points in the second half. It looks like they're on pace to do that here again in this contest. It's 35-14 as a 3-second violation will be called on Hanover. That's going to be another turnover. Turnover number 9. Head coach Chris Bikeman and his squad. Axtell needing a score here and desperately. It was 20-11 at the end of one quarter. It is now ballooned up to 35-14, and that's how Hanover gets you. Their defense has been stout all season, not up to what it was last year, but still excellent, only allowing 40 points per game. Last year was almost unfathomable. That team only allowed 30 points per game. You don't see that very often in high school basketball. Hook shot there for Chloe Strothman as the senior going to get it to fall down, Chloe Strothman put that one up for Axtell. Cross-court skip pass. Gracie Bruno thought about a 3 now. Top side to Losi as we get it started here with 75 seconds left to play before half. Coach Chris Bikeman and his squad will set this one up. Axtell, of course, coming off a victory last night over Pike Valley, 61-27. Meanwhile, Hanover got the 30-point victory over in-county rival Lynn to get to this 1A Division II state championship. Axtell boys already punched their ticket with a 61-55 win over Hanover earlier this evening. Axtell girls looking to make it back-to-back. Hanover trying to spoil that. 3-ball up by Gracie Bruna. That's a miss. Board pulled down Strothman. Bruna now 0 for 1 from the floor, 0 for 2 from the line. Good hustle by Anna Judeman on that left side as she went after the loose ball. Substitution now. Anna Zarbanicki and Drew Bruna will come in for Caitlin Klipp and Trinity Schlebach in the final 33 seconds left. Reminder coming up at half, we'll take a recap of this first half action as well as take a look at scores from elsewhere around the state, courtesy of Jeff Wirtz at the TVL Sports Spotlight. Near turnover here by Axtell, but Strothman will keep possession, post to post, up and under. No shot, but a foul will be called as Kaylee Sandman will go to the line for 2 free throws. Sandman at the line now where she is 2 for 4 earlier in this one. 19.1 left. That personal foul goes on Gracie Bruna. That's her first personal. She makes that. Sandman knocks down the first foul shot. Substitution, Caden Shoddy out, Gracie Bruna in. A little bit more size for Hanover here on the floor. Defensive rebounding now. Looking to box out with 19.1 left. Sandman's second one calmly knocks that one down. Good free throw shooting here by Axtell early on. Losey across the timeline with 15. Last shot here for Hanover, leading 35-16 before halftime. Right side, Losey thought about a deep 25-foot three, but smartly gains it over here. Juneman left side against Hazenkamp. Gets past Hazenkamp again, and up and down for Anna Juneman. Juneman is living on that left block here tonight to the tune of 15 points so far here in the first half, and she has her Wildcats up big after 2 quarters of play. 37-16 is your halftime score. We're going to take a timeout, hear a word from our sponsors, bring you back recaps of the first half right here on KNDY.
Every great team has shared qualities that separated them from all else. Whether you're talking about the 72 Dolphins, the 92 Dream Team, the Fab Five, or the Magnificent Seven, you can count on one thing. The vision was clear and the commitment was obvious. High standards were set and improvement was never ending. At Sapp Brothers, our goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And we'll reach our goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Join our team, Sapp Brothers Petroleum, in Philly, Crete, Lincoln, Humboldt, and Hanover, Kansas.
Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics Studio opens summer class enrollment March 15th. Engage your child in a fun, active environment during the summer with tumbling, cheer, jazz, and dance classes. From ages 18 months to 18 years, enroll in summer classes at littlestepsdance.com by March 15th.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
Whether you're a new homeowner or have lived in your house for years, we know how important it is to you. I'm Dave Savage with Blue Valley Insurance. Homeowners insurance doesn't just protect your house and property, it also protects your belongings, yourself, and your guests. You put a lot of hard work into providing a home for your family. See Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville for the best combination of homeowners insurance coverage to protect your hard-earned investment.
At halftime of the girls' game, 37-16 is our score. Hanover on top, led by Anna Juneman with 15 points. She had 9 of those in the first half, all of them, too, within about the 3-foot mark, as I'll keep official stats on steals, but she's probably got at least 3 or 4 steals already, as this Hanover girls team looking to make it back to the state tournament for the 7th time in 8 years under head coach Chris Bikeman, and looking good after the first 2 periods of play, leading 37-16. Juneman led the way for Hanover in that first half. Caitlin Clipp started it off, though. She had 5 points in the first quarter, ends that half with 6. 9 points for Tessa Losey, all from behind the arc. 2 points for Drew Bruna. 3 points for Caden Shoddy, as all starters have scored for the Wildcats. 2 points, too, for Hannah Zarbanicki off the bench. Hanover has shot the free throw well to the tune of 5 for 9, just short of 50% there. They did turn it over there uncharacteristically 9 times in that first half. You don't see that very often from this Hanover squad, but they've used their athleticism and their defensive prowess to absolutely stop Axtell here in this contest. They held the Eagles to just 5 points in that second quarter. Of course, with just 5 points to their name, scoring is going to be few and far between for the Lady Eagles. One bright spot, though, Kaylee Sandman, the 5'9" senior, with 10 points. She had 7 in the first half and kept it close for Axtell, for the second quarter just gone away from them. 4 points for Audrey Costel, and big notion here for the Axtell Lady Eagles. Natalie Strawson, who had 20 points last night versus Pike Valley. She only has 2 here in the first half on 1 for 7 shooting. Also bevied with 3 personal fouls that didn't see her much of the second half of that second quarter. Axtell shot it well from the free throw line, 4 for 16. They turned it over 12 times. You don't like to see that, but unfortunately that's been the Achilles heel of this Axtell team all season. Difference, too, from behind the arc. Hanover has made 4 of them, all from, 3 from Losi, 1 from Caden Shoddy. Meanwhile, Axtell only hit 2, but Axtell shooting it. Let me see here. Only 3 other makes besides those 2 triples by Axtell in that first half. So 5 total field goals for the Eagles. Again, at halftime, 37-16 is your score. Hanover leading behind 15 points from junior Anna Juneman. We're going to take another timeout, take a look at action elsewhere around the state, keep you up to date on what else has been going on as the Championship Saturday rolls on here on KNDY FM 95.5.
When you start a plumbing or electrical project, make sure that you have what you need to get the job done. If you don't have everything you need, Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber can help. Stocking a full line of electrical wiring, switches, boxes, and everything to the fixtures and even light bulbs. For that plumbing task, there's pipes, connectors and joints, faucets, toilets, and accessories. From an installation or remodel to a simple repair, get the plumbing and electrical supplies you need at one stop at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. At Hanover Hospital, they are more than just a healthcare facility. They are your friends and neighbors right here in your community. Their commitment to high-quality, family-friendly care means when you're at Hanover Hospital, you're with family. They offer state-of-the-art healthcare services with certified professionals on staff 24/7, 365 days a year. Hanover Hospital, your community, your health. Visit them today for close-to-home quality healthcare.
Just like our area athletes work each day in practice to perform at their best in the big game, the staff at Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, work daily to provide the best parts and service experience when you need it most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. We know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one. Bruna Implement Company, since 1947.
For all of your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and excavation services, there's only one call to make. Eagle HVAC and Heating. Formerly Dave's Hardware in Axtell, the guys at Eagle HVAC and Heating look forward to continuing the success they've built over the years. Offering all heating, ventilation, air conditioning needs, as well as carrying a wide variety of name-brand appliances. They do plumbing and electrical, as well as excavation service. Give Eagle HVAC and Heating a call today in Axtell.
At the end of the first half, Axtell leading 37-16. Looking at some other scores from around the area. Of course, earlier tonight, Axtell boys punched their ticket to a state championship, or possible state championship run, out at Great Bend next week. Clifton Clyde boys defeated Frankfort over at Rock Hill 61-43 to claim their second straight trip to a state tournament. And over east at the Donovan West Sub-State, Centralia boys lose a heartbreaker 52-51 to 2-seeded Bishop Seabury. Bishop Seabury had a 57-55 overtime win versus 3-seeded Burlingame Thursday night. Turn around that with a 1-point victory over Clifton Clyde. Talk about winning games by the thin hair on your teeth. That is what Bishop Seabury did this year. As for girls action, of course, here at halftime, Hanover leading big. Elsewhere around the state, Valley Heights Lady Mustangs already clinched their ticket to a 2A state tournament appearance out at Dodge City next week. Meanwhile, elsewhere around the league, Frankfort girls lead Clifton Clyde 22-14 at a half competitive TVL matchup there as the Lady Wildcats return just about everyone from last year's third-place team looking for a first-place trophy this year. Meanwhile, Centralia girls at half led Burlington 32-20. Do-it-all junior Owen Dieters had 16 points at half. Now on the latest update, she has 22, 2 more than Burlington has as a team. Of course, thank you to Jeff Ward of the TVL Sports Spotlight for those updates, not only tonight, but all season 2 as well, as this will wrap up our broadcast schedule for the quote-unquote regular season on KNDY. We'll be back next week, though, with state coverage of every state team that happens to make it course, stay tuned, not only in KNDY Radio, give us a shout or give us a like on Facebook, KNDY Facebook, to find out all the information where your favorite teams may or may not be playing. But it's been a fantastic year at TVL basketball. I want to thank everyone for, of course, tuning in all season. If you're just catching us here at Substate, we thank you for finding us, too, as well. And if you happen to be watching there on Blue Valley Rams YouTube channel there, we thank you, too, for tuning in that position as well. There clapping a lot. Just kind of a strange round of ovation there for the Hanover band. Not as strange there, but a good job by the Hanover band to come over here this week and play for us, keep us entertained at halftime, and, of course, during the national anthem, too, as well. It takes an Army to put on an event like this, and so far it's been running smoothly after 3 days. Looking to continue second half action. Axtell needing a lot of help, needing to make shots too, as well, as they only hit 5 shots from the floor in that first half. In comparison, Hanover hit 6 in the first quarter alone from inside the three-point line. Teams will switch ends. It's going to be same starters out there for Hanover: Losey, Juneman, Bruna, Shoddy, and Clip. As for Axtell, same one: Strothman, Costal, Hazenkamp, Sandman, and Strothman, though. First turnover for Axtell coming out of halftime, not what head coach Brad Brockman was looking for. His team turned it over 12 times in that first half. Turnover, though, right back the other way by the Wildcats of Hanover, so sloppy possession both sides. Chloe Strothman, top side, gets it off the Costal, left wing. So we'll get this offensive possession set up. Costal trying to get inside, kicks it out to Hazenkamp. Upside, Natalie Strothman hard off the glass. No good offensive rebound, though. Kaylee Sandman, 12 points now for the senior. She is having herself a heck of a possibly last game here in an Axtell uniform. Axtell did a good job of getting to the offensive rebound in that first half. They just could not make the shots. Kind of reminded me of the Lynn game last night versus Hanover, getting opportunities down low, but just not in control enough to make the shot when the opportunity is there. And Hanover, of course, taking advantage of it, held Axtell to only 5 points in that second quarter. Juneman gets inside, misses the first one, goes hard to the ground. She'll pop right back up, though, get back on defense. Good to see, too, as well, Tessa Losey back out there. She kind of got a pop in the lip there earlier in that second quarter. Had a little blood coming from her. Got patched back up very nicely and good to go here in the second half. This is a one-way game. The last time these two teams met this year, 47-25 was the final score. And it doesn't look to be getting any better here tonight. Head coach Brad Brockman wants to take a timeout right here at the start of the second half. We will keep it here, though, for you as we're getting near the end of this evening, like we were mentioning about before. Thank you all for tuning in today. It's been Max Blasky with you here, rounding out the season on KNDY 95.5. And an absolute joy to walk through football season and basketball season. But just like that, March Madness here is upon us, and that means one more week of high school basketball next week for a select handful of lucky teams from across the state. This Hanover Lady Wildcats team looking to be one of those lucky teams. They're leading here 37-18 just start of the third quarter over Axtell. Wildcats looking for their seventh trip to the state tournament under head coach Chris Bikeman in his 8th year. Of course, before him, longtime girls head coach Kim Losey, now the assistant on that Hanover bench, did an excellent job with this Wildcats program throughout the years. The three ball is going to be missed inside of an offensive rebound. Natalie Strothman now will go to the line for 2 free throws and a chance at some 3 points here for Axtell. Foul will go against Caitlin Clip. Second one now on the senior. Free throw going here for Natalie Strothman. Calmly knocks down the first one. I feel like a broken record talking about it, and of course it was different team that Axtell played last night, but this Axtell offense just looked in rhythm. They had 31 points at halftime last night versus Pike Valley, but so far here tonight, of course, a completely different level of team, but only 19 points here through the first half and some change. Strothman misses the second free throw. Now a steal turnover here by Audrey Costal as she gets away from the Hanover offense. Hostel at the other end fires up a wild shot, airballed actually. The Kaylee Sandman, right place, right time. And just like that, Chris Mikeman wants to take a timeout on bad defensive possession and a bad turnover up here on the top side too as well. We're going to take a 30-second real quick, bring it right back here as we get ready for second half action between Hanover and Axtell.
Main Street Market in Hanover is a proud supporter of all Wildcat athletics. Stay up to date on all the new deals, sales, and more by visiting their Facebook page. Stop by and check out everything they have for your next gathering, family event, or game day. When holidays roll around, don't fret. Main Street Market has you covered. Sure to have everything you need to keep the family full and happy. That's the Main Street Market, downtown Hanover, your local hometown grocery store.
Throughout this season, if you missed any one of the broadcasts or just want to go back and take a listen to them as well, you can find every game from football and basketball, state volleyball too as well for these Hanover Lady Wildcats at KNDYradio.com. That is under the podcast tab, if I believe right. If not, go to the sports tab there at KNDYradio.com. Here in this one, dominating effort by the Wildcats, leading 37-21. Steal now by Chloe Strothman, takes it away from Clip. Strothman up and down for two, leading to a run out. First points, Red Cloaks, Chloe Strothman, and Chris Bikeman right back up off that bench. Uneasy still here with this 14-point lead. Axtell turning it on, looking to get their athleticism in motion, looking to get a little bit more running. They did it last night exceptionally well versus Pike Valley, probably only the first or second time I've seen it so far here tonight. Of course, going against the team that invented running. Now a turnover as Drew Bruna throws it right into the far stands. Caden Shawnee went back door. Bruna right now to the bench along with Shawnee. In will come Trinity Schlabach and Gracie Bruna. Little token pressure here by the Wildcats, just trying to keep Axtell at an uncomfortable speed as they've been all night. Chloe Strothman just fires away from the top of the key, misses that one, but offensive rebound ends back up in her lap. Elbows go flying. Jump ball will be called. Sends it back over now towards Hanover. Axtell has had opportunities from the line. If you caught us in the first half, they only made 5 buckets in that first half, but a lot of those possessions were second or third offensive rebounds that the girls just were not able to get the fall down. A little bit too sped up have they been here so far in this first half. Might have been a different score if Eagles were able to get some of those buckets to fall down in the first half. Took a little break there. I was watching some little hand fighting going on between Coastal and Juneman. Always like to see that competitiveness still going on. Shot is missed by Cliff. Rebound ripped away by Kaylee Sandman. Good job by Trinity Slavok to try for the offensive board. At the other end, short shot by Coastal is missed, but an over the back going for the rebound. And this is on Natalie Strothman. It's going to be her fourth. No, it will not. It'll go on Emma Hazenkamp. The 5'7" senior picks up only her first personal foul. And Coach Brad Brockman checking to make sure he saw that one too is right. Natalie Strothman, only Eagle win foul trouble with actually 3 personal fouls. As for Hanover, no one more than 2, and that is Caitlin Cliff. Hanover, very low fouling team. They've only fouled 4 times so far here in this game tonight, which is very impressive for a team that does not beat themselves. Zarbanicki gives it off to Juneman, left side. Juneman trying to go baseline, but good defense by Hazenkamp. Left block now for Cliff as she takes it down. Emma Hazenkamp all over her. We're going to get a jump ball, 3 seconds. No, we're going to get one there. Oh, wow. Threw it right into Caitlin Cliff. Emma Hazenkamp, Chloe Strothman, and Kaylee Sandman all over Cliff just as soon as she caught that ball. Now here, almost a near steal out top as Bruna tips it away, and now it will be a turnover. Oh, no. Don't know about that one. I thought Kaylee Sandman got her fingertips on that one, but it'll stay with the Eagles regardless. 37-23. Here, the third quarter action. Axtell scored more points in this quarter than they did the entire second. We still have 3:40 left to play, and now we were just talking about it, the fouling for Hanover. First one will go on Trinity Schlabach, a little bit too aggressive down there. Box set now here for Axtell. High post to Hazenkamp. Right back to inbounder Sandman, from about 12 feet away. Sandman misses that one. Leads to a run out now. Sandman's going to get the foul called 80 feet away from the basket. Good job there by head coach Brad Brockstrom. And Kaylee did a little bit of jawing with the official there. Thought Losey was bumping into her, but in that possession, offense always gets the space opening. Brockstrom did a good job closing that conversation down, getting her mind right back on the defensive end. Top side here. Zarbanicki will get it set up for the Wildcats. Left corner now, Gracie Bruna trying to get inside to Zarbanicki. A lot of contact. We're going to call that a block on Strothman, and now a foul will be called. Strothman was down there again, and that one will go on 5. Natalie Strothman walking on ice here with those 3 fouls, staying in that defensive pressure. We'll stay with the Wildcats, though, underneath their own basket. Flat across here, top side, Gracie Bruna. No, Caitlin Clip thought about a 3, right back to Losey on the inbounder. Strothman goes flying by on the pump fake, 3 ball now, Losey. Shot missed, rebound, Sandman. Tessa Losey, she is now 3 for, let me see it here real quick, 3 for 8 from the floor. Axtell turns it over, Hanover turns it right back. Chloe Strothman up and down for 2. Big bucket there for Axtell, as Hanover's turned it over 5 times here in this quarter, uncharacteristically now 14 times for the game. Left block, Caitlin Clip looking to go to work against Strothman, trying to put her shoulder down, up off the glass, no good. Gracie Bruna forces the offensive board back in the hands of Clip. Clip turns it over, now Natalie Strothman will get a run out. Going against Juniman, up and down, foul shots coming for Natalie Strothman. A physical game here coming out of halftime. Didn't really see it as much in that first half, but here Axtell really fighting down low, especially with Clip. Got some winded girls out there too, as well as Tessa Losey is here near side, bent over with hands on her knees. Juniman picks up that first personal. Will send Strothman to the line for 2 free throws. First one up coming for the sophomore, misses. She was 1 for 2 before that. Zarbanicki to the bench, Shoddy back in, Clip also to the bench as Trinity Schlabach will go in, so a whole new set of posts for this Hanover team. Strothman at the line, looking to make 1 of 2, and she does. Splits a pair there for the sophomore. 4 points now for Strothman after the 20-point game last night versus Lynn. Near side here offensively for Hanover, still trying to work it inside. Those 2 posts now will be Trinity Schlabach and Gracie Bruna. Schlabach doing a good job trying to fight down low, but we're going to go top side now, reset it up with her. Left corner into the hands of Bruna. 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Down low, then I wanted to say that Caden Shoddy just kind of turns around, wildly throws up a shot, but right into the arms of who was that? Kaylee Sandman. So now that's number 4 on Sandman. So Sandman with 4, Natalie Strothman with 3 for the Eagles. Caden Shoddy at the line for 2 free throws, misses the first one. Hanover went 5 for 9 from the stripe in that first half. Sandman will take a seat on the bench. Back will come Avery Bussing, the 5'6" sophomore guard. Free throw up for Shoddy, misses, makes the second one, splits the pair. 4 points now here for the senior in her last sub-state tournament. Now is near steal by Juniman, but Strothman will gain it offensively. Now Strothman overthrows it. Here's a turnover, Axtell. Caden Shoddy into Juniman. Shoddy turns it over. Strothman takes it away. Back and forth we go as neither team wants to hold on to this ball here in the third quarter. Eagles will reset it top side now with Hazenkamp. 3-2 defense here for the Eagles as head coach, for the Wildcats as Chris Bikeman barks out instructions. Top side now, Costa will look to get it going and just bounces it right to Caden Shoddy. One of those passes that will just infuriate a coach. Players should be there, but they pass it regardless without looking. Axtell feeling like they're still just hanging around here in this one. Bruna goes to a line and 1 down low for Drew Bruna. The nice little up and under play for the freshman will send her to the line for an old-fashioned 3-point play. And just like that, Natalie Strothman picks up her 4th personal foul too as well. So she will have to go to the bench with 4. Strothman with 4, Sandman with 4. Bench getting short for head coach Brad Brockstrom and his Eagles. Free throw up for Bruna is down. Old-fashioned 3-point play converted. Just tuning in, Max Blasky with you here on KNDY 95.5. Girls action in the sub-state championship game. Hanover has led the entire way up 41-26 now. Boys action earlier this evening. Axtell was able to defeat Hanover for a back-to-back trip to a state tournament. Turnover here by Axtell. Ball still on the floor. Now turnover Hanover. Back and forth we go here with the turnovers in this third quarter. Already turnover number 12 between both of these squads. Top portion, Costal. That's going to be, I'm going to give Tessa Losi a block on that one as, oh no, it's going to stay with that, or yeah, it'll stay with Axtell on the Tessa Losi block. Again, Costal just caught it at the free throw line and turned around and threw that ball up to the rim. Axtell not really shooting it here in this one, just throwing it at the rim. Juneman forces a turnover by Axtell. Leads to a run out. Juneman down the middle, kicks it out. Losi, free ball left corner. Hard off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Trinity Slaybaugh, but it's tipped away. Taken now by Axtell. Axtell throws it away. Back and forth we go with sloppy basketball and missed shots. Thank goodness Hanover is able to hold on to this lead. 41-26 is our score. 35 seconds left. Malia Stahlbaumer will check in for Callie McClellan as Hanover will hold here for the last shot. One more period coming up after this one. Winner will go on to a state tournament out in Great Bend. Top side, Losi with it, trying to get it to Juneman. Hands off inside the circle here at Blue Valley. Top side now, we're going to go left high post to Bruna. Bruna should have given it to Juneman, but we're going to go top side to Losi now, guarded tightly by Bussey. Losi takes a peek at the clock with 5. Leading the shot with Ford. Taken away. Juneman's going to have to fire it up at the buzzer. No good for Anna Juneman, and she got right to the rim, but could not finish the easy bunny. It's been all Wildcats in this one, leading at the end of 3 quarters, 41-26.
Don't we all wish it was sunny and 70 degrees outside? Good news, this is the Midwest, and while it probably won't be tomorrow, those days aren't far off, and neither is planting season. Reviewing machinery insurance values before it comes out of the shed is easier than during claim time. We work with several different companies to offer options tailored to your individual operation. Give us a call, and one of our many knowledgeable farm agents would be happy to come out and help.
SBS Insurance, the home team. The answer is yes.
Travelong by Landall in Waterville is looking for career-minded individuals, currently hiring trailer refurbishment staff, including welders, paint prep, painters, and assemblers on first shift. This stable family-owned company offers competitive wages, raises, and promotions, plus a 4% attendance bonus based off your gross weekly wage. Benefits include paid time off, paid holidays, incentive bonus, employer-paid life, short-term and long-term disability insurance, comprehensive health insurance, and more. Apply online at Landall.com or phone 785-562-5381. Landall Company, EEO Vets and Disability, welcome.
That was an ugly third quarter of basketball. Going to go ahead and say it. Axtell managed 10 points. Hanover girls 4 points in that quarter. Lady Wildcats still ahead, though, 41-26, in control of this one as they have been from the start. It was 20-11 at the end of one quarter. It was 37-16 at halftime, but Axtell had themselves a good offensive quarter in that one. Turnover, though, here to start the fourth quarter. Not a good sign. 7 turnovers for Axtell in that third quarter, make it now 20 on the game for the Lady Eagles. Baseline here, Tessalossi will get it set up. The sharpshooting senior, she is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. She is 3 for 9 from the floor. All of those from behind the arc. Inside, going to work, Anna Juneman. She was scoreless there in the third quarter, but comes out here in the fourth with an and one opportunity. That foul, I believe, will go on Emma Hazenkamp. That's her second personal. As Losi at the line, or Juneman, at the line for one. Free throw down for the juniors. Such a big part of the state championship winning squad last year were her and Lucy at that guard position, looking to get back to that spot again this year. 3 big seniors for Hanover this year. Cadence Shoddy, Tessa Losi and Caitlin Clip down low have been a staple of this Hanover program for the past 4 years. Will be big shoes to fill when those three leave. Inside, Strothman tries to get the shot up. Nope, no good. Shoddy pulls down the defensive board. Natalie Strothman, sound like a broken record, but I'll say it again. 20 points last night, looked very aggressive, looked very calm, looked very in control on the offense and defensive end, too, as well. Here tonight, though, just cannot find the mark from the floor, can't find the shot on anything. Drew Bruna misses that one as the Wildcats go empty on this possession, on their possession. Inside, going to try and go Costal. Inside out, turnover Axtell. Back-to-back offensive possessions. Anna Juniman run out against Hazenkamp to the left block. Up and down for Anna Juniman. 20 points now for the junior as she is leading this Wildcat squad to an impressive 20-point advantage here. Just start of the fourth quarter. Almost a near steal, but it ends up in the hands of Strothman. Strothman misses that easy bunny. That's actually going to be Kaylee Sandman inside as Axtell continues to struggle from the floor. Good wraparound pass. Losi to Shoddy. Shoddy misses that three. She had one triple earlier in this contest. Tight one in the Rock Hills Championship girls game, 38-36 with 4 minutes left to go. Frankfort leading in that one late, but a good one between them and Clifton Clyde. Centralia has also opened up a big lead over Burlingame, 62-35 as the Panthers look to go back to a state tournament. Foul will be called on Drew Bruna defensively. That will send Chloe Strothman to the line for 2 free throws. Sinks the first of 2. Shoddy out, Bruna out. Clip and Zarbanicki back in. Free throw there for Strothman. Misses the second one. Defensive board pulled down. Anna Juniman. Axtell boys already punched their ticket to a state tournament out in Great Bend. Hanover girls looking to get their ticket punched here too as well. Foul inside is going to be called. They're going to be on Chloe Strothman. Yep. Chloe Strothman now picks up her second. It's been a full week of sub-state action. Thank you all for tuning in with us this evening. Good pump fake and feed into Caitlin Clip. Misses the first one. Second one, though, for Clip, and it'll stay with Hanover. Saying there, I want to thank everyone for tuning in here this weekend and all season long. Of course, we will have coverage of state broadcasts next week. Stay tuned to KNDY Radio, and, of course, KNDYradio.com, too. We'll keep you informed on where exactly we will be at coming up next week as state action gets underway. Looks like Centralia girls already made their mark. Valley Heights girls made their mark, too, as well. Axtell boys, Hanover girls look to be in a mark here, too, as well. And, of course, Frankfort girls and Clifton Clyde girls in a tight one there. If you want to keep up to that score a little bit better than I am, go give Jeff Ward for the TVL Sports Spotlight a like and follow on Facebook. Tessalosi cans that triple from the left corner, double digits now for the seniors of the Wildcats. Pour it on here. Foul will be called on Gracie Bruna going for the steal, but it has been all Hanover so far in this one. Not to discourage Axtell either. This team, who was 7-15 last year, improved to 10-13 this year. First 10-win season since 2018 under a second-year head coach in Brad Brocksterman. The offense took a leap. The defense got even better, and it's going to be some well-needed experience coming back for this Eagles team next year. The likes of Natalie Strothman, Audrey Costal, Avery Bussing, just to name a few, will be back for this Eagles team that will look to be competitive again in another tough TVL next year when that season rolls around. Inside, Chloe Strothman forces the turnover, gets it away from Caitlin Clip, and pokes it out from behind is Juniman. We'll wrap up basketball coverage for us here, but we do want to go ahead and give all the thanks to all the area track athletes and golf athletes, too, that are going to get ready coming up here in just a few weeks. We're talking to a few junior high coaches. That season's already started for them. High school quickly approaching, but best of luck to all of those out there that are trying to make their mark on the track and field or golf course, too, as well this spring. Timeout will be called by head coach Chris Beichman here late. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Wildcats ahead, 49-29.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
So what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with professional Rheem HVAC service that'll keep your home comfy year-round, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort.
72 degrees, and I'm good to go.
Get professional service on all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
Little Joe's 66 Service in Axtell is a proud supporter of Axtell schools and Axtell athletics. If you have automotive repair needs, call Joe at 785-736-2824. With satisfied customers from all over the area, Little Joe's 66 Service is the place to turn for all of your automotive repair needs.
4:22 left to play here in this fourth period. 20-point advantage for Hanover. They've been in control this entire game. It was 20-11 at the end of quarter, 37-16 as Hanover put up 17 points in that second quarter. Slow-moving third for both of those squads, though. Hanover offense only put up 4 points. Axtell offense put in 10 as it looked like the girls were trying to make a comeback bid, but it just was not enough late in that third quarter, early of this fourth quarter, to make it happen, as it looks like Hanover will run away with this one. Going inside to Schleybock. Schleybock kicks out. Shoddy now has trouble with it. Stolen away by Axtell. 7, 9, 18 turnovers now for the Hanover girls. Playing a team like Axtell, you can get away with this, but I'm sure that's something head coach Chris Beichman and his squad is going to try and clean up before a state tournament run next week. Steal by Juniman. Juniman gets a run out here. Left side up to Gracie Brennan. She's going to be fouled hard underneath the basket. Foul will go on Chloe Straussman. That's going to be her second personal foul. Previewed Axtell a little bit coming up next year. Of course, this Hanover squad team not done, looking for back-to-back 1A Division II state championships in girls. First time they would be able to do that since 2017-18. That season, that would have been head coach Chris Beichman's first and second year. Tessalossi fires down that triple, her second here in the fourth quarter. That's now 5 triples for Losey, 15 points for the senior in her final sub-state championship. The rebound from Kaylee Sandman, 17 points now for her. She had 2 triples in the first quarter and then just went quiet in the second. Only 3 free throws was really the offense Axtell needed, but it might be a little bit too late here as it's still a 20-point deficit. I was talking about this Hanover girls squad, of course, losing those big 3 seniors in Tessalossi, Caden Shoddy, Caitlin Clip, also senior Shaylee Shoddy, down low on the bench too as well, dealing with some knee ankle problems the last couple of years, but Chris Beichman said he is absolutely glad to have her out this season. It will be a team looking to replace, of course, those 3 seniors, but they have some inexperience getting an opportunity this year. One of those players, freshman Gracie Bruna, just kind of throws up a one-legged runner inside, misses that one, but between her and Drew Bruna, of course, Anna Juneman will be back defensively at that guard position. Trinity Schleybock and Hannah Zarbanicki have been playing very well here the last couple of days. Down low as Kostel misses that shot inside for Axtell, but the future still bright here for this Hanover Lady Wildcats team. Of course, they will have a tough trip at state. Big team out there, of course, is the number 1 team in Class 1A Division I. That has been Lebo all season long. Those 2 teams matched up last basketball season with Hanover victorious. They matched up the last 2 volleyball championships too as well, splitting the pair there. So kind of a state, I guess, sort of rivalry starting to brew possibly between the Wildcats and the Wolves there of Lebo. 3 ball is missed by Emma Hazenkamp. That's her second shot so far tonight. Leads to a run out for Hanover. 3 ball Juneman. Short missed shot, no good. Offensive rebound. Gracie Bruna still fighting out there for head coach Chris Beichman and his squad. Juneman swings the left corner low. See, that one's off the rim, no good. Would have stayed perfect if it wasn't for that one. Going to see substitutions here for head coach Chris Beichman. Actually, before we get to that one, Brad Broxman's going to go subs 2 as well here for both of these squads in the final 1:15. Axtell seniors walking off for the last time. Emma Hazenkamp, Kaylee Sandman, and Chloe Strothman, along with Aaliyah Leibarger, some tears being shed, but an excellent year for this Axtell squad. As for Hanover, those before-mentioned 4 seniors, they will get one more opportunity to play in a state championship run. Wildcats now leading by 30 as we hit the final 60 seconds left to go. Shaylee Shoddy, Juneman, where are we here to as well? Leah Juneman in there for the Wildcats, along with Kennedy Cohorst. As for Axtell, it will be Malia Stahlbaumer, Aaliyah Leibarger, one of the seniors out there, Alyssa Hazenkamp getting some action, Kaylee McClellan, and Avery Bussing. To the line will go Leah Juneman, the sophomore. First chances here tonight. Rattles that one home for Leah. Good-looking shot there from the sophomore. Always a bright spot on this Hanover team, talking to her dad before this contest. Second one up for Leah. Down and good for the sophomore. Good shooting form there. Got to make your most of the opportunities when you hit the floor. 60 ticks left to go here in this one. Hanover will move on, be your 1A Division II Randolph Sub-State Championship. Move on to the state tournament next week out in Great Bend. That will start, I believe, Wednesday. But like I mentioned, stay tuned to KNDY Radio and KNDY on Facebook, too, as well, for all the state tournament pairings, as those will come out later this evening or first thing in the morning. Axtell girls, a good season. Mentioned it before, as here's a late steal by Avery Bussing. Bussing into the lane, up no good on the shot. Defensive board, scrum for underneath, and it will go back to Hanover. So Axtell, a good season, finishes this year 10-14, 3-8 in league play, but a lot of learning experiences for this young Axtell squad that will look to bounce back next year with a tough TBL again coming into next year. Of course, congratulations, too, to the Axtell boys, as they were your winner in the boys' side of the championship. Final seconds ticking off here as Juneman gets inside, fakes on a shot, and that will do it from Blue Valley. Hanover wins, pulling away 54-32. We're going to take a timeout, recap this one as they'll get ready for state action next week. Again, Hanover girls, your 2023-24 1A Division II Randolph Sub-State champions with a 54-32 victory over Axtell.
The variety of our checking plans exceeds your grandfather's dreams. We have checking plans for kids, checking for college students, checking for small businesses, and checking for seniors only. We have checking plans that pay interest. By checking with us, you have quality choices to add to your portfolio and financial planning. Citizen State Bank of Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Quality banking since 1907. Member FDIC.
Warm up with preseason savings on New Holland utility tractors from KNDY. Get 0% deals or cash back offers on PowerStar, T5, Workmaster Utility, and T6 models. These powerful, comfortable tractors deliver from 40 to 126 PTO horsepower. Warm up with preseason savings now at KNDY in Marysville. Offers end March 31st. For commercial use only. Customer participation subject to credit qualification and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
Make every job easier with one stop at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. For any project inside or out, if you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, get the tools you need, including Milwaukee, DeWalt, Stanley, and more. Battery-operated tools offer the convenience and mobility with the power to get the job done quickly every time. Stocked with all the blades, bits, and accessories for your convenience as well. Check out the power tools selection today and get the work started on your schedule with Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber.
Hey, farmers and ranchers, ready for planting season? Need a fuel buddy who's got your back? Kramer Oil is here for you. From Marysville to Jamestown, Longford, and everywhere in between, our 13 cardlock locations keep you running smooth from sunup to sundown. Say goodbye to running on empty during planting. With Kramer Oil, you get reliable fuel services that fit just right with your farm's needs. Kramer Oil, powering your farm's success. Your go-to for fuel in Kansas and Nebraska.
Anyone can sell you soybean seed. Channel Seedsman place product to perform. With Channel XtendFlex soybeans and Channel Roundup Ready 2 Extend soybeans, you'll get the superior weed control you want and the high yield potential you need. Make the most of next season with the Roundup Ready Extend crop system and expert recommendations from Channel Seedsman. Ask a seedsman in your area for recommendations for your fields. Check with your state pesticide regulatory agency for specific restrictions in your state. Always read and follow pesticide label directions.
Hanover Lady Wildcats are your 1A Division II sub-state champions from Blue Valley Randolph for 2023-24. Seventh trip in 8 years to a state tournament game for the Hanover Wildcats. Of course, last year, the perfect season, 25-0. They will look to repeat this year for the first time since 2016, 17, 17, 18. It was all Hanover in this one as they led 20-11 at the end of the first quarter. They were up 37-16 at half. Axtell tried to make a bid for it in the third, outscoring Hanover 10-4, but in the end it was the Wildcats pulling away 54-32 over Axtell in the championship. Starting with the Axtell girls, they were led by Kaylee Sandman with 17 points, but other than that, not much going for this offense. Natalie Strothman had 6 points, Audrey Costel had 4 points, and Chloe Strothman had 5, as Axtell was only able to manage 10 made shots in this entire game. They turned it over to 20 times, shot the free throw 50%. But when you only make, like I before mentioned, 5 shots in a game, no matter who you're playing, that's a tough test. And when you're facing off against a team as tough as Axtell, as tough as Hanover, it makes it even harder. Now for the Hanover girls, as they get the victory here this evening, they were led by Anna Juneman with 20 points. 15 for Tessa Losi, all from behind the arc. 6 points for Caitlin Clipp, 5 for Drew Brun, and 4 for Kaden Shoddy, as all starters scored for the Wildcats. 2 points for Hannah Zarbanicki and 2 free throws late for Leah Juneman. Wildcats turned it over 20 times, too, as well, but they shot 10 for 15 from the free throw line and were able to hit 6 triples in this contest. Axtell girls finished the season 10-14, 3-8 in league play. Meanwhile, Hanover moves on 19-4 on the year, looking for back-to-back state championship game appearances. We're going to take one more time out, recap action from Sub-State here this week, as well as take a look elsewhere around the state as Championship Saturday wraps up here on KNDY.
Have you ever wondered what sets Sunflower Community Credit Union apart from the rest? It's the power of ownership. When you join Sunflower Community Credit Union, you're not just a customer. You're a member and an owner. Sunflower Community Credit Union is a member-owned, nonprofit financial institution that places our members' needs as our top priority. We're here to help you grow your savings, manage your finances, and achieve your dreams. Visit Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville, where ownership matters.
Hop in, let's go to Honeyman Ford in Seneca, the best place to be.
Skip the drive. Come see us right here in Marysville, Kansas. At Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, you will find the same honest sales experience backed by the same reliable service. With the same goals in mind, our Marysville location is sure to provide you with a satisfying vehicle experience. Find us on Facebook or stop in at 1122 Pony Express Highway today.
Have you driven a Honeyman Ford lately?
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff of Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it the most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. They know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and now Humboldt, Nebraska.
Whether you're buying, building, remodeling, or refinancing, your home is a major investment in your life. At United Bank and Trust, we understand how important it is to work with someone who cares. Our loan officers have the experience it takes to make the process a smooth one. Come in for a visit or start online by filling out a loan application at ubankonline.com in as little as 20 minutes. Mortgage lending with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Some state action on a Saturday wrapping up here from Blue Valley. Hanover girls victorious 54-32, moving on to Great Bend in the 1A Division II's championship round. Of course, looking for back-to-back state champions there. Defending their title will be the Hanover Lady Wildcats. Elsewhere around the league in TVL, Centralia thumped Burlingame 65-35 as the Centralia girls, with only, I believe, 2 losses on the season, go into state as probably the favorite to take Class 1A Division I, but it won't be easy as the Frankfort Lady Wildcats hold on and defeat Clifton Clyde 46-41. A late block by Emma Hardwick sealed the deal for the Lady Wildcats, a team that finished 3rd at state last year, looking hungry with the same exact roster back under excellent head coach Brian Eppert there. Will match up with Centralia. Of course, Hanover girls move on to Great Bend with the victory over Axtell. Meanwhile, Valley Heights girls, they were victorious over Wabaunsee 51-45 earlier today. They will move on to Dodge City to play in a state tournament game there. For boys action, earlier tonight, Axtell defeated Hanover 61-55 to go back to state for the second straight year. Elsewhere, Clifton Clyde handled an upstart Frankfort team 61-43. Not a betting man, but put your money on those Frankfort boys next year taking possibly a league title. Elsewhere around, Centralia falls by 1 point to Bishop Seabury in the championship game, 52-51 there at the Doniphan West. So we will have coverage of the Frankfort Lady Wildcats, these Hanover Lady Wildcats, Axtell Eagles, and Valley Heights Mustangs for you next as state action gets underway Wednesday there from their respective areas. Again, here tonight on our broadcast, Axtell in the first boys game, victorious 61-55 over Hanover. Axtell boys were led by Eli Brockman with 21 in that contest, while in the nightcap, Hanover led by Anna Juneman with 20 points, finishes Axtell off 54-32. Reporting for KNDY Sports all season, this has been Max Blasky. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. If you've been with us all year, we give you an extra special thanks. If not, you're just catching us. Catch us up again next year when football season rolls around. Of course, basketball is not done yet. We will have state coverage next week as we get ready to the end of the winter season. For KNDY Sports, Max Blasky signing off for the last time here from Blue Valley. Thank you all for tuning in. Everyone drive home safe, and we will see you next week with state basketball action.
KNDY.